What is up, Taurus? This is a general timeless reading. The intention for this reading is what you most need to hear. Okay, so let's get into it. This is for all Taurus placements, so take what resonates, leave the rest. It's general and it's timeless. So whenever you see this is when it's most meant for you, and it's for your highest good. Okay, so we're going to be channeling messages that you most need to hear. And let's get into it. Let's see what the universe wants you to know. Okay, for Taurus. I feel a big teeter-totter between career, work, and family for some reason for Taurus. Family could also be relationships, but it feels very about choices in regards to like commitments, like work and finances, but then also relationships. I heard structure. Yeah, we have the Chariot and the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is the card of balance. It's about choice. I feel like you're really starting to figure out and being pushed in a direction of like, this is the change I need to make. This is the change I need to make. This is where I want to go. The Chariot is Cancer energy. I actually really like this, because this tells me that the divine is almost, not almost, but the divine's very much so supporting you in this choice and this decision. It's just a matter of like knowing the time when to pull this trigger. The time's not quite yet with the Two of Pentacles. It tells me that there's still things that need to be sorted out. Let's continue for Taurus. There's a need to tie up loose ends still. Don't be so eager, because there's still something to learn here. Yeah, High Priestess in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, because if it's almost like you're reaching the end of a cycle here, because with the High Priestess, this is also like Mother, Maiden, Crone energy to me. So that tells me that there's a part of you that's ending like a maiden stage, which is like the experiences we have in like, or the mother stage, like a maturing energy, right? And so when we have a King of Pentacles in reverse, there's part of you that's learning how to handle things in a very structured way. And you might be learning how to handle your finances or your commitments to yourself or other people, or boundaries in a way that you still are cementing that lesson. Okay. And lastly, yeah, Page of Cups. So the Page is the student, right? So you're really starting to bring in the emotional side of this, the vulnerable side of this. So if you're heading into like the mother, not saying that you have to be a woman watching this, but learning how to like nurture yourself and nurture these work projects, or nurture your relationships, or nurture yourself in the sense of like, how do I balance my work life and my relationships in a really healthy way? It's because you're getting to the end of this cycle. Okay, this is really nice. I like this. Bottom of the deck, yeah, Ten of Swords. So there's the end of the cycle, right? You're reaching the end of it, and that's why you don't want to make any knee-jerk reactions and make any decisions quite yet, because you're still tying up loose ends and like cementing things in your own self. Right, so this is about you at this time. This is about what are you learning? What are you needing to understand about how you perceive things, or how you're moving through the world, right? So let's look at the Chariot. Let's get a little deeper in this. I just heard who's holding you back. Who's holding you back? Taurus. I feel some of you might even go back to school. Some of you might go back to school, or you might take up like a course online, or you might be around new people who help you learn new things. I feel like there's education coming in. There's like a desire for more knowledge. I like this though. Let's look at the Chariot. This is where I feel like this is where I feel the education. Four of Cups. Yeah, because there's a sense of not being fulfilled. Yeah, Two of Cups. You're seeking things that are more in alignment with this. Feels more so like social encounters. It doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. It doesn't have to be soulmate related, but there's something that's unfulfilling emotionally, and you're really craving that alignment. You're craving that deeper connection, whether it be within yourself, within your work, and within your relationships. You're realizing things aren't really vibing as deeply or as much as you'd like it to, and you're like, okay, something needs to give, because I'm not happy and thriving the way that I'd like to, so I need to start making changes within myself and within the way that I pursue things or what I'm giving my energy and time to so I can have the life that I want. Let's look at the Two of Pentacles. So this could be leaving jobs, leaving relationships, and just starting to invest your time and energy elsewhere. Yeah, Empress and Ace of Wands and Justice in reverse. Okay. I'll take these two. Three of Swords and Hermit in reverse. Interesting. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles. So with the Two of Pentacles, it's kind of like you're teeter-tottering between how can I value self, right? So we have the Empress. How can I value self? How can I love who I am and who I'm becoming? Because this is your energy. This is Taurus energy. How can I embody my most divine feminine personal power so I can have this new beginning, this new life that I really want, that resonates with my soul? Because wands are soul energy, right? What do I have to let go of? What is an imbalance with me that's perpetuating this kind of pain, right? This lack of fulfillment that's actually like hurting my soul or breaking my heart in a sense. And so if you're becoming withdrawn, it's because you're going within to explore that. And this is Virgo energy and this is Libra energy. And we have that very Virgo Libra dynamic playing out this month because we have Mercury, ruled by Virgo, hanging out in Libra. And we have Venus, ruled by Libra, hanging out in Virgo. Okay? So, the opposites. Let's look at the High Priestess. I feel like this is when you're realizing, this is almost like what you're washing away. That's really what this feels like. The High Priestess is the clarity. I feel this in the back of my head. And when I feel something in the back of my head, this tells me what's on its way out. It's almost like this is what the subconscious is bringing to your awareness, but you're like, oh, this is what's been deeply buried. And it's like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it anymore. Okay. So let's see what this is. High Priestess for Taurus. I keep feeling school with this and work with this. I feel like something's been, yeah, we have a King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles showed up twice now. Judgment in reverse. Okay, I guess we're just going to take all of these. Take them in order. King of Pentacles and Judgment in reverse. You're realizing that there was a lesson that you either were not learning or refusing to learn about stability and or accountability for how your masculine energy, so how you took action on things, whether it be work or relationships, wasn't actually your authentic self, wasn't actually how you naturally wanted to move. And that's what Judgment is about. Judgment is the card of your soul being in true alignment, right? It's about your soul's call. So you're realizing, actually, this isn't how I really want to live my life. Like, I'm not actually moving how I really want to move. And you're seeing that. And that's what's created the conflict. And you're realizing, okay, so this was a lie to myself, right? It wasn't true for me. And that's why it created so much stress, so much conflict, right? And that's why it was really rooted in insecurities or not feeling adequate or not feeling worthy. You might have ping-ponged this with other people in your life. And so that's what you're reflecting on. Page of Pentacles, wanting to rebuild new structures in your life. Maybe you're starting a new job. Maybe you're rebuilding your relationship. Maybe you're rebuilding your business or tackling your work in a new way. But you're planting new seeds because you're realizing you need to move differently to actually have the life that you want. And that's the lesson that you're learning. And that's why it's not time to pull a trigger and make any sudden knee-jerk reactions, because with all these planets in retrograde, it is a review period. And it's like, how can I like fix this, repair this, or do this completely differently so it's actually in alignment with who I really am. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Sun, which is sudden realizations, a higher state of consciousness. It's also revival. Let's look at the King of Pentacles. I like this. I like this a lot. This is really nice for you. This is a lot of like really deep healing. This is nice. The masculine energy with that. Yeah, Seven of Swords. And the Four of Wands. You're realizing the self-sabotaging behavior of the masculine energy within yourself, right? And how it stood in the way of the foundations you've really craved for yourself in your life. This is a theme in the collective right now. I talked about this on my Patreon channel, how the masculine energy this year is what's now being healed. We went through the distorted feminine the last few years, and now we're going through the masculine being healed within everybody. It's not just who you're dealing with. Like, it's going to be within yourself too. And so just be mindful of that. Don't be like, oh my gosh, this is so the person I'm dealing with. Like, everybody's going through it. Nobody's excluded from this. Sorry. Talking a little too fast and then giving myself the hiccups. Sucking in some air. Let's look at the Page of Cups. King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so it's like this excessive ambition or this excessive desire that might even show up as jealousy, or like, I want this so bad, or I'm jealous of what they have, I want what they have. That it's losing sight of the fact of, oh my gosh, like, I'm proud of myself for how far I've come, or I'm proud of myself for what I've been through, or I'm proud of my body for going through all these things and still being here for me, right? So you're shifting into this space of like, actually, I'm pretty freaking awesome, and finding a newfound appreciation for yourself. Being more compassionate and loving towards yourself. And letting go of the weight that you carry towards yourself, the hypercritical, right? That very Virgo, right? Because the Two of Wands and the Queen of Swords in reverse, you're realizing that you never really spoke to yourself through your feminine. The inner voice was very either distorted feminine or distorted masculine. It was very critical or very silent, very logical, not very emotional. Not very emotional, not very vulnerable, right? And so the logical side of you, King of Swords, is now realizing that it's rooted in a lot of hurt. It's rooted in a lot of pain or distortion or trauma, right? You're seeing that now. And that's what's allowing you to come back into alignment with yourself, because you're like, oh wait, I can be loving, I can be gentle, I can give myself these things. Ten of Swords. Yeah, Three of Cups, and then you get your happiness. You find people that really resonate with you and situations that really resonate with you. You're getting to this place of, I don't have to hold all these swords on my back anymore. I can let that go because that doesn't define me. That was an old version of me. I don't have to hold that. You can let it go. That's crazy, because we had the High Priestess has the Mother Maiden Crone symbol, and this has the triskelion, and that's another symbol of the Mother Maiden and Crone on the back there. And so that came up in the middle of your reading, and then this was literally the clarifier for your overall energy. So the maiden, mother, and crone is like the teenage self, then the mother, and then the crone is the older version of self. And so it's the maturing through life, right? It's the 3 stages of life, like the experience, and then you go through the stage of like, okay, now you're going to hermit, and you're going to grow, and you're going to learn, and you're going to study, and then you become the wise teacher, right? And you pass on knowledge. And so this more so feels like, okay, you've gone through the experiences, and now you're going to go hermit, and you're going to self-care, and you're going to educate yourself. So when the time comes, you can go and pass your wise knowledge on to other people, right? And you're realizing that, okay, these experiences aren't going to define me. I can now learn from them. I can remove all of the pain and the trauma of these experiences, and I can enjoy my life still. Very interesting. Yeah, bottom of the deck is Page of Cups in reverse. It got to a point where it was shutting down the soul. It was shutting down the heart space, right? It was creating the false face. Yeah, the Star and the Ten of Wands, because it's time to release the burden. It's time to let go of the baggage, to no longer carry this. The Star is the divine timing. I like this. This is very, very nice. Very, very nice. Taurus, this is what I have for you. I wish you guys the best on your journey. This is definitely really, really big cycles closing out for you. So just be patient. And if you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, book it down below. I wish you the best, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.